Welcome to today's experience training. We're talking about purpose. And the name of today's training is Watch and Earn. My oldest son is 13, which means he'll be driving soon. I really like my kid, and I want him safe. And I'd really like for him not to run into people or objects in my car. So I have two choices. I can teach him from the passenger seat, or I can hand him a phone along with his license and just say, hey, holler if you need anything. Call me if you need anything, buddy. Enjoy. Which makes the most sense? Yes, it will be terrifying to ride with my son behind the wheel. But remember what I said. I love my boy. My goal is that he be safe. And my goal is to help keep others safe when they're around him. You see, there's immense value in proximity. That's true when you're teaching your son to drive, albeit terrifying. And it's true when you're training your team. Consider the benefits of proximity. Let's rattle a few off. Number one, immediate correction, right? I may not have a brake on the passenger side, but I will sure enough let him know if we're swerving, right? Number two, warning of impending issues and teaching how to look forward, teaching him how to identify potential threats and hazards. Number three is encouragement. Learning is not always easy. And number four is advancement, knowing when to introduce the next lesson or to graduate to the next level. I want to talk for a minute about the concept of abstraction. This is something that Simon Sinek talks about in his book, Leaders Eat Last. And what abstraction is, it's the distance between the message originator and the receiver. It's how many relays exist and how they impact the original intent. There's a game we used to play in youth group, right? There's a game that we used to play, I think we called telephone or something like that, where this person tells a message to this person and 5, 10, 15 people later, it sounds completely different, right? The idea is, how do you minimize the distance between the original message and the receiver? How do you maximize the likelihood that not only can the person receiving the message get the original intent, but that the person who is delivering the message can see, okay, we're ready to move forward. It's one thing for me to be doing these trainings with you right now through a video series. If I were sitting there with you, I would see your facial expressions. I would know, they're getting this, or whoop, better stick around for a minute. We need to hang out here for a minute, right? It's something about proximity and eliminating the space between the messenger and the receiver. That is abstraction. Wherever possible, reduce the distance. What that's gonna do is it's going to increase your efficiency and it's going to increase your efficacy. Think about mentorship. Think about coaches, apprenticeships. They're invaluable. Call it a buddy system if you want to. But when you position people with proximity, you'll see growth within arm's reach. Somebody who can keep people safe. Someone who can keep others safe around them, right? What this is about is it's about allowing them to watch, allowing the person who you would have learn a skill or a task. It's about allowing the person who you are bringing in to learn by watching. And the beautiful thing about learning by watching is you can watch and earn.